So the setting as impressive as ever at Celtic Park. I really think it's a wonderful arena for playing football. And a great credit to the groundsman too this afternoon. A wonderful playing surface at this stage of the season. No doubt about that. No excuses to be entertained as far as that's concerned.
Well, absolutely exquisite surface to be playing a game of football on. By far the best playing surface in the country, up there with, I would say, one of the best in Britain. Absolutely fantastic conditions for the game today.
So the small contingent of Rangers supporters there, giving a lot of vocal support to the players when they took the field to warm up. So they're coming here with a bit of optimism, obviously. But for these Celtic supporters, the banners are flying, another championship won, and an opportunity here to have a fourth consecutive victory against Rangers, their deadliest rivals. Well, the anti-racism campaign continues. That's the sectarianism and racism. Jungle Boys against, and thank goodness for that. And there's the same message at the other end. Credit to both clubs and to the both sets of supporters for reacting to a real poison in our society in recent times. And let's hope it's on the way out. So the setting, great. The anticipation amazing, Mark, despite the fact that in a lot of ways, for Celtic particularly, this doesn't carry a great deal of significance because the league is well won, they're thinking about next season, but it's still Rangers.
It's still a massively important game. I don't care if you've won the league or not, you've had 4 or 5 days off. Celtic will be here to win this game without a shadow of a doubt. They want to win it for themselves and for the supporters. On the other hand, I think Rangers will be very, very apprehensive today. They know that the results went well yesterday for them, and they know they're up against a tough Celtic side today, and it'll take a top performance from all them Rangers players to get anything from this game.
So Nado Purcell will lead out Rangers. An unusual sight, but he's the captain today. Craig Thompson's the man in charge for the first time in an Old Firm match. What an occasion this is for him. It really is a defining match for budding officials. When they get this opportunity, they're highly regarded, and if they can come through this with flying colours, they really are on their way. So Rangers ready to go. And the substitutes already on the bench. Ian Murray there on the right hand side, a good versatile performer who's been around. Marvin Andrews too, still looking for the opportunity to show what he can do in the heart of that Rangers defence. Well, for Stilian Petrov, the last few days have been a little bit significant. He wants to leave the club, but these supporters want him to stay, no doubt about that. And what else would you expect? He's been such a magnificent servant. Neil Lennon, captain of Celtic, ready to bring them out. The mascot is young Craig Larkins, who's 13 years old, and he'll have a very long memory of this occasion. So they're coming out of the tunnel. They'll just wait for the deafening response to the arrival of the teams for the final Old Firm match of the season. Coming up shortly on SPL Live, the final Old Firm match of the season. Don't go away. It's Celtic against Rangers coming up.
So, how did you first meet?
Well, Derek just called me up, out the blue, and said he wanted me. I didn't know what to say.
Well, you needed time to think it over.
But when he gave me a ring...
2 weeks later.
I said yes.
And when was the big day?
Last Tuesday.
That's when she started in accounts.
You don't have to be looking for a job to land a better one. Just complete your career profile on S1 Jobs, then wait for success to come calling.
If you've been refused credit elsewhere, nobody tries harder than Welcome Car Finance to get you a newer car. Every year we approve thousands of people for car credit. Many of our top name cars are under 2 years old and all come with an independent quality and safety check and full MOT. Call Welcome Car Finance now and we'll give you at least £1,000 for your old car plus £250 cash back. Call Welcome Car Finance now on 0800 040 9000 or visit our website.
Buy the Daily Record and get a voucher for the next day's Daily Record for just 15p. Scotland's favourite newspaper for just 15p. Great value. It's what we're about.
For in-depth daily coverage of sports betting and racing, the Sportsman knows.
Celtic are champions. For one, second place would do for Rangers. It's Old Firm time with Mark and Jock.
Celtic all set to go for the final Old Firm match of the season. It's Zurawski and Maloney who get the game started, and these opening exchanges will be as important as ever. There's Hartson up there with Kyriakos. First aerial challenge there, and Lavatarus gets the first opportunity to test that surface and his kicking ability. Here's Chris Burke. There was a heavy challenge there by Gavin Ray. It's penalised, and the free kick goes to Celtic straight away. Well, what a match it is for Gavin Ray after so long out with these dreadful injury problems. He's had no real chance, Mark, to make an impression on the Rangers.
Absolutely, 2 years out. I've been in that situation myself. Kick a ball for 2 years, you can't wait to get back into it. But what a game this is for him to get back into. First game for 2 years, as you say. And he's a fit boy. You need to be fit to play in this, or take part in this. And that's the main thing of each player. You need to be taking part. First 5 minutes you just said about the tackles and what have you, winning your individual battle. That's what these games are all about.
Wilson playing it long. Kyriakos clashing there with Hartson. The referee is not interested in appeals from either sets of supporters. And John Hartson's not happy either.
It's a bit of a clumsy challenge there from Kyriakos. We've said that more than once this season, Jock. Gets away with it that time.
Kyriakos was ordered off, in fact, by today's referee Craig Thompson at East End Park on Boxing Day. Well, Thomas Buffel made that difficult for Paul Telfer.
Yes, and Buric getting caught on his heels again. We saw it last week, out of position for a goal, but just be focused right from the kick-off here. Goalkeepers included.
So the reaction to Stephen Petrov will be very interesting when he gets involved in the match, from the Celtic supporters. Signed a new contract in January, then wants to leave. So Hartson penalised this time. He's not a happy boy at all. He's given both central defenders and the referee a bit of verbals already in the game.
First couple of minutes has had a couple of hefty challenges on him as well, John Hartson, just to unsettle the big man early doors.
Vargas headed down. Here's Hemdani. Cross it comes to Rodriguez. He really has developed as a major impact on that Rangers side. Down goes Chris Burke, caught by Stephen McManus, who is always uncompromising, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, but does that, reads that game well, comes out, covers his fullbacks when there's a space in there, but that is nowhere near the ball. Absolutely. Lunge just done by the pace and the skill of young Burke. A little word in his ear there. 3 or 4 minutes. I think that's what the referee should be doing, just having a quiet word. Gets his cards out now, he sets a precedent.
Stephen Smith's going across there. He can whip this in with his left foot. Or it may be Chris Burke, the referee, being very careful about the positioning of the ball for the free kick. Well, I can't imagine Stephen Smith's going out there not to get involved. Well, he has. Well, it's a set-piece rehearsed move. And a heavy challenge by Purcell, uncalled for, unnecessary. The free kick's given.
It's a good old welcome to the goalkeeper, good old centre-forwards challenge. Seen a few of them in the past. And that's what it's all about. And the goalkeeper knows he's in for a game. If he comes for a ball, he's going to get challenged. And the referee sensible again. Little word, and on with the game.
Alex McLeish looking on pensively. This is a very important match, I'm sure, as far as he's concerned. They lost the last 3 Old Firm games, Rangers, to Celtic, without scoring a goal, in fact, and that's a record he'll not want to be maintained today. Ball breaks there to Gavin Ray. This is Burke, who's drifted well inside. Hutton sprinting forward on that right-hand side, and this time the foul's committed by Mark Wilson on Burke. Len wants to debate the issue, can't think why.
Just doing what a captain does, asking why to the referee. It's Chris Burke. Every football fan wants to see, like a tricky winger travelling at speed with the ball. Very difficult to mark and pick up.
Lennon's had a word of warning there from referee Thompson for his dissent. I wonder if he thought he was penalised, but it wasn't. It was Mark Wilson. That's played in by Rodriguez. Hartson back defending. That's Purcell playing it in. Header away by Wilson. Boyd's first contribution. Once again, free kick given inside the area in Celtic's favour. Not sure who the offender was here. Was it Chris Boyd?
Just an arm up on, I think, on Mark Wilson there. The referee no further than 10 yards away. Clear look at that one.
Well, it certainly doesn't have the feel of an end of the season meaningless match, that's for sure. In these early stages, here's Maloney. Lennon using Wilson to the left. Now Hutton. Bundled over there by Maloney. Now, short career. This is his 9th Old Firm match, putting his Celtic more than any other club in his Rangers career. Misunderstanding between Boyd and Purcell. Purcell starting the match wide on the left-hand side of midfield. Boyd through the middle. Buffell's his main support. That's what Buffell is in behind Telfer. Good support play here by Hemdani. And now Smith. Purcell trying to get the ball across goal. It wasn't a good ball. Petrov made the initial block and now can race onto this pass from Keane. Zarafki's come short. Rangers have a chance to get players back now. There was a counter-attack on there, but Petrov chose to turn back. Not enough support around him. Down goes Lennon. Purcell's tackle. Strong running here by Gavin Ray. Just misjudged the pass there for Burke. Well, Rodriguez wanted offside against Hartson. Concentration was perhaps lost for a moment. That's a fine tackle. Still in play though. It's with Maloney. Maloney again, stepping away from Hemdani. Elusive, clever, outside the box. Now Paul Telfer. Overhit completely there by Telfer. You see Hartson's head hanging there where that ball was released. A very good position at the far post.
A free-flowing game at the moment, Jock. It's end-to-end stuff. A couple of tackles thrown in there as well. Looking on. This is Gordon Strachan.
Well, lost his first Old Firm match at Ibrox way back in August. Has won 3 in a row since.
And the championship under his belt as well.
Impressive end to his first season. Here's Telfer. Interception made by Stephen Smith. Boyd's header aimed for Buffell. Free kick goes to Celtic. Stan Varga has to play in all the remaining matches if he's going to win a league winners medal. He needs to have 10 appearances. Here's Hartson. A lot of space on the Celtic left for Wilson to exploit. Kyriakos did well. This is Hemdani. Showing great composure in possession. Strong challenge there. Keane and Hemdani. Breaks for Petrov. Good play by Keane. Excellent screening of the ball. Telfer now trying to find Zarafsky. Wasn't a bad pass that. Just caught him on the wrong foot. It's good possession play by Celtic. Good passing. Rodriguez in trouble. Here's Zarafsky going in behind. This is for Hartson. A great chance. Was he fouled by Rodriguez? No, says the referee. And even Hartson's not complaining. He completely mistimed that. It was an excellent opportunity.
Rodriguez got sucked under the ball there. He went to head it, flicked it on. And John Hartson just a complete, and not a miss kick there. I'm expecting great awareness there from Zarafsky with the ball over the head. And just a complete miss kick there from John Hartson. A rare one though.
Boyd winning that challenge with the McManus. That's Burke towards Hutton. That's a good pass. Here's Chris Burke. And the clearance is made by Varga. Not the best of deliveries that by Burke, but It's a very entertaining start to the match.
Yeah, seems no nerves. Both teams going for it, end-to-end stuff. Some good slick passing.
Chris Burke trying to turn that towards Alan Hutton. Lennon reacted quickly as Buffel closed him down. And once again, the break of the ball reaches Zuraski, can take on Kyriakos. Rangers getting men back. That'll be a corner unless Matthews can save it, which he does. Petrov was in space, looking for a delivery there, which didn't come.
Yeah, standing in acres of space. Zuraski, if he gets his head up here, just flicks it over. It elected to take on the shot, as you would expect, a man in form, scoring goals.
For Hartson certainly causing problems in the air, no doubt about that. That's a foul again by McManus on Boyd. You have to be careful, a young centre-back.
That's what you would expect from the Celtic two at the back, Varga and McManus. They're right up against Chris Boyd. They are a physical presence. Chris Boyd is not the most over-physical player. He'll be looking to ruffle that young man up.
He's also never scored against Celtic for Rangers or Kilmarnock. This is Hamdani looking for Kyriakos, who won that well, but the knockdown goes to Petrov. Now Keane, the second Old Firm match. This is Sean Maloney. It's his 9th Old Firm match. Here's Paul Telfer. Back it comes to Varga. Poor ball forward, that. The angle wrong on the delivery. Hartson was in a good position. Remember, the full SPL is on today at 3 o'clock after this Old Firm match, the early start. Some very interesting entertainment there to follow. It's good play by Purcell. Goes down effectively enough there, at the expense of a corner kick to Rangers. Kyriakos and Rodriguez come forward. Celtic bringing everyone back. The only player who's outside the box is Sean Maloney. Burke's corner kick. Can be retrieved here by Buffel. He's closed down rapidly by Mark Wilson. It's good play by Gavin Ray. The pass is a shade short from Buffel. Now Hamdani. Patient build-up play this from Rangers. The driven ball. Missed there by Hartson. He seemed to put Kyriakos off. Stephen Smith's 17th appearance of the season. There's Purcell. It's awkward there. Keane got enough on that to find Petrov. That's given away. Here's Hamdani with a shooting chance. Well blocked by Varga. All the way back it goes to Vatheris. Well, similar formations for both sides. Celtic for their usual back four. Telfer, Varga, McManus and Wilson. Across the middle, Petrov, Keane, Lennon and Maloney. Here's space now for Alan Hutton. Good opportunity for Rangers on the attack. Is it one touch too many? Perhaps by Hutton. This is Purcell trying to set up Hamdani. Petrov was quick. This is Ray. Well, he had the option there of Alan Hutton. Hutton did a fine tackle. Free kick's been given against Alan Hutton. Well, I thought he played the ball there.
Yeah, I think it was just for the lunge. I think he was showing the studs. Good advanced position Alan Hutton's finding himself in a minute. Yeah, it's that just a jump in, but I think a little harsh by the referee.
Rangers 2 in a 4-4-2 formation, slightly differently set up front because Boyd is the main man with Buffel playing off him. Then a midfield four of Burke, Ray, Hamdani and Purcell. The back four is Hutton, Rodriguez, Kyriakos and Smith. A foul by Purcell on Petrov. Is caught on the wrong side there. So a set piece for Celtic to exploit in a very good position.
Big guns coming up from the back for Celtic. McManus. 4-4-2. Teams matching up. It's individual battles all over the park. There's no hiding places out there today.
Well, it's Maloney who will deliver this. He's very good at this normally. It's a good ball in, but it's met strongly by Rodriguez. Maloney robbing Buffel. A lovely tackle was made by Buffel. He played the ball. Celtic supporters howling out for a penalty, but none of the players sharing that view. Petrov. Back it comes to Paul Telfer. What a relief there for Thomas Buffel. He was caught badly out just at the edge of the penalty area and could have been in serious trouble. Maloney was breaking there. Did appear to play the ball with his tackle. This is Zurawski. Now Wilson. Celtic building up some momentum. Poor ball though by Lennon, allowing Purcell to break. Boys is offside. Well, I thought he was offside, but he hasn't played the ball, so the flag stays down. Well, it's end-to-end stuff, all right. Both sides intent on attacking whenever they can. This is Sean Maloney, held up by Chris Burke, two of Scotland's most promising young players. Clark's pass is a good one. Here's Telfer. Excellent cross. And Hartson getting above Gavin Ray, but Ray did make the challenge. That's what made it difficult for Hartson.
That's good work from John Hartson. Held the ball up, fed the ball out wide, played and moved, got himself into the box, got himself onto one of the weaker headers of the ball, and Gavin Ray.
Was this a penalty? That's the question here, Mark.
No, good foot on the ball there. Maybe just clips him just before he takes the ball, but ball comes out at an angle. Good decision there from the referee.
He was concerned though, Thomas Buffel, because he raised that right arm as if to say there was no offence. So clearly he was worried about it. So all the streamers being removed, the referee's instructions have been passed back there. Here's Hartson, looking for the pace of Zurawski. Karakios' positioning was good. Gave a little bit of depth to the defence there behind Rodriguez. Remember the man of the match competition. These are the numbers to call. 0901 65 65 515 from the UK, from the Republic of Ireland. It's 1513 712 444, and you can text MOTM space player's name to 85010. Mark Hateley makes that decision at the end of the game. If you agree with him, you could win a signed shirt from the man of the match. Keane over the free kick for Celtic. Well, the opening exchanges, Mark, seem to have given, I would say, both managers some cause for optimism.
I think so, yeah. I think both teams have been in the opposition's box. Ball's been flying across. But as yet, goalkeepers yet to make any sort of significant saves. But it's a pretty open game, pretty entertaining.
Good movement offered by Maloney coming from the left. There's Keane picking out Telfer. Purcell did well there. Purcell does tend to be sucked inside to that wide left midfield position when the opposition have possession. That's giving Telfer a bit of room to come forward. Purcell's energy is considerable getting back. Stephen Smith with the Rangers free kick. Here's Hamdani playing his 20th match for Rangers. Only lost once. That was an Old Firm game. They only won 7 times. Lots of draws when Hamdani plays. 11 in all so far. Working hard there in the Rangers' cause. It breaks back here for Smith. This is Buffel holding off Varga. He's been allowed to turn. Headed away by Wilson. Here's Hamdani. Rodriguez coming to the back. Celtic dropping back to defend. Boric has come a long way. It's a very decisive punch. Smith trying to get the ball back into the danger area quickly while the keeper was scrambling back to his line. Well, there always was a feeling that Rangers would be somewhat rudderless if Barry Ferguson wasn't able to play, but I think you'd have to say, Mark, that Ray and Hamdani have done pretty well in the middle of the field.
Yeah, first 20 minutes have settled in pretty well as a partnership. Never played together. Hamdani's getting himself in some good space. I think it's one of his qualities. He does put himself in the right positions in the right areas.
Hutton short with the ball back. It's a terrible pass. Now it's Maloney. Hemdani's not the quickest. Zurawski supporting. Needs the pass released now. He's gone offside. Zurawski. Maloney's been held up. Well, that was all surely about decision making for Sean Maloney after he was given that gift. The president had to come forward.
And that's a clumsy challenge there. Kiliakis, one of the culprits, Gavin Ray, another culprit. Sean Maloney doing really well to hang on to the ball. You're seeing the trickery left to right and getting himself and his team a free kick in a fantastic position now.
Well, this is surely Maloney territory. Shunsuke Nakamura would also be a candidate, but he is on the bench. Petrov too can deliver with power, so it could be the dexterity of Maloney or the power of Petrov here.
Can't see past Sean Maloney here. I'll fancy this.
That's a fine block by Matarus at full stretch. Headed away there by Petrov. Excellent goalkeeping. I think Maloney believed that was in.
Yeah, good football all round there. Just coming in from outside that left-hand post. Matarus seeing it nice and early, getting himself across there, and that's one you would expect him to make. Good one for the cameras, that one, Joe.
So, no shortage of entertainment here. It's been very good open play from the start of the match. Both sides intent on attack. Craig Thompson, the referee, insisting on bringing that back to the correct place for the free kick to Rangers.
21 minutes, the first significant save. It's been end-to-end stuff, but goalkeepers have been pretty redundant, pretty quiet.
Hutton finding Hemdani. Hemdani robbed deeply by Lennon. This is Hartson. Maloney again. I'm surprised Maloney didn't fancy his chances against Hemdani. That's a great ball for Zurawski. Terrific goalkeeping by Matarus. I'm surprised in a way there, Mark, that Zurawski didn't try to go past the keeper.
Yeah, it's careless play again in the midfield area. Under pressure, Hemdani, it's twice he's lost the ball. It was a 3-on-3, and Matarus had to make that run, make that angle tight for Zurawski.
Hutton is penalised for pulling over Zurawski. Well, the pressure is mounting on this Rangers defence.
Doing well there, Zurawski, pulling himself about, using his pace as well, using his body. And another dangerous area.
Great goalkeeping this.
Yeah, he's come a long, long way out there. The save with the leg. Save that had to be made.
No, this is an option here for Maloney. He could have an attempt on goal. All the big men have gone into the box though. Well, he did have an attempt on goal. Full of confidence, Maloney. 15 goals this season so far. 6 goals in the last 9 matches.
Yeah, it bags of confidence, that young man. He's had a good start to the game as well. Asking a lot from that sort of distance to get the ball up and down. A man full of confidence.
Don't forget 2 more great entertainment on Sedanta Sports 1 later on. Spotlight Europe, Mainz against Bayern Munich at 4 o'clock. Buffal finds Buck. Buck being blocked there by Lennon and by Wilson. Did well there in the end to earn a corner kick.
It was good play from Neil Lennon there. Got himself double teamed up on Chris Burke with Mark Wilson. That man can cause a threat. And left 1-on-1.
So Chris Burke will take this. Well, that's a poor ball. Well, it certainly wasn't read by his teammates. Headed by Varga, collected now by Hemdani. Well, that's a real switch of responsibility by Hemdani to Smith. Kiriakos helps it across. This is Burke. Well, he's making for the technical area. He's got a problem of some kind. Chris Burke really should have played in Alan Hutton on the right-hand side there. Needs a change of boots. That's quite a good idea, that, isn't it, Mark? When you blast one well over the bar, you go and blame the boots and go and change them.
Yeah. Tools of the trade getting changed.
How times have changed. Silver boots.
Pair coming on now.
Golden boots, silver boots, white boots. Alan Ball, I think, was the first to wear anything other than black, wasn't he, way back? Yeah, wore the white ones and caused great controversy at the time. Here's John Hartson in his white boots. Maloney too. This is Mark Wilson now. Bartros telling Kyriakos to leave that to him. That was good goalkeeping. Didn't quite get the volley right that time, Bartros. Well, it's quite interesting so far in the match. We're looking at the contribution made so far by Chris Boyd, which I think is fair to say, without being unkind, has been negligible, and that makes him a prime candidate to score a goal.
That's famous last words, yeah.
Well, that's the case. I mean, he scored 32 times this season, and in many of these matches has been almost posted missing before he pops up to score.
I think that's probably one of the reasons probably why he's not scored against Celtic. Celtic predominantly play with two big centre-halves, very physical centre-halves. We've seen since his arrival from Kilmarnock, he needs to work at his game, get himself a lot stronger. Goal scoring's not the problem. It's all the add-ons that come with playing the centre-forward role.
Smith to Purcell, who has lots of aspects to his game. Petrov held up well there by a very good tackle from Hemdani. It was accurate, it was strong, it was determined. The throw goes to Rangers. Alec McLeish the chance to give Stephen Smith some advice there. 20-year-old in his second Old Firm match. Good play by Telfer. Petrov couldn't get that beyond Hemdani. Here's Gavin Ray. He'll change the point of the Rangers attack if he so chooses, but doesn't want to take a chance with a long pass to the right, which might be intercepted. Same with Rodriguez. Manes doing well. Kyriakos and Hartson together again. This is Hemdani. Calmly back from Purcell. There was a foul there by Buffel and Varga, trying to get an edge there with a little handoff.
There's a poor ball up one from Stephen Smith, hung the ball up there. He had the centre-half the favourite to win that one.
Well, the balance of power in recent times, these Old Firm matches have certainly been with Celtic. It's quite a remarkable recent time. Rangers have only won one of the last 14 meetings here in all competitions. It's quite a remarkable spell, that. Normally much more evenly contested. I think McLeish will be very conscious of that. They've lost 8 of the last 9 visits here in all competitions, Rangers. From McManus to Varga. Here's Kyriakos. Now Buck. Wants more time than Maloney would allow. Keane with a top pass. Very good play there by Celtic. Maloney's pass cut off well by Rodriguez. Otherwise, Zaraski was in the clear. This is Buffel. He's got to hold possession because Boyd's offside. Well, Boyd let him down, I think, there, because he left him with no option at all. Buffel.
There was good defending there from Celtic. They saw the problem, squeezed the ball. Everybody came out together. Offside. Yeah.
No argument there from Zurawski.
There's a couple of times that Rangers players have had the ball in that midfield area and driving. The Celtic back four have pushed up to play the offside. It's worked very successfully.
Foul by Maloney on Buck. It's a very interesting contest that out there. There's two wide players.
Both very good offensively, but both very good defensively as well. They work hard. The pair of them working back, help defences.
And Lani picking out the pass to Smith. Purcell using his swing. Good control. Good touch in the ball, big fella. Here's Buck. Now that was a decent opportunity for Chris Buck. Clearly made a call to Thomas Buffel to leave that to him. Then failed to control it as he intended. That's good running though. He's caught by Wilson. No, says the linesman. Well, Buck can't believe that. Well, if that isn't a foul, then should Buck not be in trouble?
He should be. It's a dive then, if it's not. Great piece of skill there. It's just a trailing leg there from Mark Wilson.
I thought he was caught. Oh, there's a foul.
The left leg there just comes up and catches him.
It's a free kick, surely.
The linesman no further than what, 10 yards away from him?
Well, George Drummond over there deciding there was no offence. I think Celtic were very fortunate there. Little push into the back of Ray by Hartson. Kyriakos now, the long ball forward, looking for Purcell. Telford jumping early. Still Purcell in possession. Now it's with Hamdani. Return pass is almost good enough for Smith, but not quite. Here's Roy Keane. Telford under pressure from Buffel. Gavin Ray did well with that challenge. Hutton trying to find room for the cross. Picked out Ray once again. Keane with a headed clearance. Now Petrov can bring it clear, and on the left hand side is Maloney, showing a lot of that to Hutton. That's well won back by Buffel. Now Purcell. Held up again by Varga. That was a decent challenge by Varga. Kept his eye on the ball.
Not a lot of space or time out there in that midfield area. As we said, it's a highly competitive area of the game. And you're playing in an old firm game. You need to get the ball, pass the ball, move the ball on. Sometimes just getting caught.
Maloney's pass is a good one. The dummy by Petrov, not quite what he had in mind. Thought Hartson could collect. Hamdani and Ray seeing a lot of the ball in the middle of the field against Lennon and Keane. Keane has stayed very deep in the match so far, Mark. It's interesting. Hasn't been pushing forward to support the front. And Burke was fouled that time, recovered quickly, but free kick has been given.
I think it's to the fact that Thomas Buffel likes to just drop into that area there. It's an easy decision to be made there. Keane just playing there in front of the two centre-halves, wary of the fact that Buffel likes just to drift into that area and pick the ball up.
So here's Burke with the free kick. Well, that's a gift for Arthur Boric, a goalkeeper of his quality. Very disappointing ball by Burke. Mark McLeish is not a happy man, I can tell you, about the way in which Rangers tend to overload, I think, on one side of the field, namely the right at the moment. He wants a more even spread of action. This is McManus. Keane in that deep position. Keane and Lennon both sitting quite deep, allowing Petrov the freedom to go forward, and also Maloney on the left. Space here for Telford. Rangers is funneling back to the halfway line. Good deception made by Ray. Here is Zurawski. Another well-timed tackle by Gavin Ray. He's entirely pleased with his contribution in the opening half hour.
Yeah, he's done pretty well. Covers a lot of ground. Makes his tackles, interceptions, and keeps the game going.
Throw in for Varga, which he won pretty comprehensively, but was too far out to be a problem. McManus put under pressure here by Buffel, but coping very well indeed. The young central defender. Remember the man of the match competition on your screen. The numbers to call from the UK, the Republic of Ireland, the text address to use. See if you can get the same answer as Mark Hateley. You may win a signed shirt for the man of the match. Maloney's drifted well inside to get involved in the play. Keane spraying passes from that deep position. Hartson did well. This is Wilson. Hamdani quickly to the ball. He really has begun to assert himself, Hamdani, in the absence of Barry Ferguson. Boyd caught brilliantly there by McManus. That was an excellent challenge. Back it comes from Keane to Varga. Lennon has the easy option on the left of Wilson. Rangers quite content to leave the Celtic back four with the ball. To mark up in midfield and up front. This is Petrov, player whom they will be seeking to close down very rapidly. Petrov's not happy with the lack of movement up front from Zaraski and Hartson.
Just going to say there's a lot of passing going along in midfield, but not a lot of penetrative forward defence splitting passes.
Raised done well again. There's space on the right here for Hutton. Well, he fancies his chances here running away from Lennon. Much more difficult against Mark Wilson. Pacey fullback.
He's had a great start to his Celtic career, young man.
Yep, just the second Old Firm match. Doesn't know what defeat tastes like in this game. Buffel. To here Maloney and Wilson, and he's earned a corner kick. The Belgian. He really does have great touch on the ball, sleight of foot, craft.
Very artistic player. Got a good technique. Some say a little bit lightweight, but
it's not easy to demonstrate his qualities in such cauldrons. The header came from Boyd, but it's well off target. Yeah, what's the Chris Boyd situation? It's fascinating, Mark. I mean, you're the striker of vast experience. What does he have to do to step up a level?
Well, he has to improve a lot. I think at this level it's not a problem for him, but I think if he's got his eyes on international football and playing Champions League or UEFA Cup football, he needs to improve. He needs to have more mobility, more strength, but I think he knows that. He's come into a club that expects and demands great things from strikers. He just needs to really work hard. He's a good age, he's got a good build.
Kyriakos has been penalised for his challenge in Hartson, and he came off second best in terms of taking the full brunt of the Hartson physique.
The immovable object of John Hartson. Just run into John Hartson, you bounce off him.
Here's Mark Wilson. Petrov bundled off the ball there by Kyriakos.
Great skill from Petrov, that was. You see his ball was coming into him and it was always bouncing high. It was always going over Kyriakos' head. Kyriakos just getting his arm across him, pushing him to the floor.
Quickly taking free kick. Here's Maloney. It's Petrov, tackled well by Buffel. Here's Maloney. Well, we'll prefer that to be his right foot, but still attempting a shot at goal. Here's Paul Telfer now. Celtic appearing now to enjoying more of the possession, but without really demonstrating the capacity to penetrate this Rangers defence. Interesting, ball possession 50-50, but I think in the last little while Celtic perhaps have closed the gap. Here goes Burke against Lennon. Free kick is given. Well, I think you could take it that Lennon doesn't agree.
I think he was a good referee there. He sees the push from Telfer and Chris Burke lets it go and then pulls it back.
Well, it's a yellow card for Lennon. It's very early in the match for a player of that volatile temperament to get involved, kicking the ball away like that.
Petulance,
stupidity.
You'd expect more from a captain of a team. Just getting caught up in it.
Well, a player who gets involved in the physical side quite a lot. I mean, he also has a short fuse, so he's now got more than half the game to play to avoid being red carded. He still wants to needle the referee. To be some influence brought to bear on him, I think. He is the captain after all, so who's going to do that? Have to be the manager at half time, I think. Patrice comes out. Dorso gets the ball. Now Boyd. It's better play by Boyd. Picked out Burke. Good turn by Chris Burke. Boyd's offside. Well, that's where he's so deadly. There wasn't a lot in that. I think he was just off, but there wasn't a great deal in that decision.
Very, very close.
Again.
Very, very close decision there. Half a yard.
Yes, he's right. All right.
Yeah, half a yard. But that's the Predator just playing on the shoulder. Given that half a chance or half a yard, he will put the ball in the back of the net.
Well, that kind of ability is real goal dust, Mark. Striking ability.
Yeah, that's his first chance, and he's hit the back of the net with it.
It's turned away there by Lennon. That's him again. Target for that high ball, and 2 Rangers players all around him. He must be just about as powerful as there is up front in that situation, Mark, to hold players off. And
yeah, he's one of the best in the business at doing that. He's not blessed with pace going on the other side of defenders, but he has great strength.
Buffalo. Now Smith. Deferring there to Purcell, the captain. Smith again. Stephen Smith really is showing remarkable composure for one so young in such an early stage in his career. Offside flag up against Boyd. How highly do you rate him, Mark?
I think he's done fantastically well. He's come in and looks comfortable on the ball. He's a very mature young man coming back from a bad cruciate knee ligament injury, kept him out of football for a long, long time. And he's quite happy with his return to the game.
The notes are taken by Alec McLeish in anticipation of the half-time team talk. Varga winning 2 headers there. The second one reaches Mark Wilson. Good ball by Rodriguez. That was quality. First time layoff to Hutton. This is Rodriguez. So the late stages of a very evenly contested first half, I think it's fair to say. And of course, a wonderful time for either side to snatch the lead.
Yeah, not a lot for the goalkeepers to do though, Jot. There's been some nice passes made in the midfield area, but only one notable save from Vaterus.
Hutton finds Boffal. A late rash challenge by Hutton on Petrov. The apology offered instantly. So I'd like to see more of that kind of reaction to a foul.
Great work rate still in Petrov. He's in full-back positions, tackling, he's up in advanced areas, he drifts into the middle, makes tackles in the middle, and that important key factor to his game. He gets into the box and scored goals as well.
10 he's scored in 40 matches this season from midfield. He's also got that tendency to score vital goals too, as Kyriakos comes off second best against Hartson, and when he gets up you realise he's been penalised.
Just getting up there too early. He's timing the header. Straight over the top for John Hartson.
Now, is this too far out for Maloney? I'm not sure that it is. I think he could have an attempt here. Certainly had the space to get the ball up and down. Vaterus doesn't seem to want a wall. The one man, it's Mani. Too far out, surely.
I think that's good goalkeeping as well from Vaterus. I think in those sort of areas, you've got a clear vision of the ball. You see it right from the departure point.
Free kick's been given, I think.
Yeah.
For Hartson blocking off with the goalkeeper.
The striker's not allowed to move either way, and the goalkeeper's got his hands on the ball.
There'll be no additional time at the end of this first half. Has been played briskly, quickly, in a very decent spirit all round. No real nasty challenges to mention, I think, Mark.
I think it's been played in a good spirit. There's been a bit of first 5 or 10 minutes, some good tackles, but nothing malicious.
Boyd's layoff. Here's Burke. So what your overall impressions in the first half?
I think it's been pretty open, pretty free-flowing, end-to-end stuff, but not a lot of goal-mouth action to talk about. But as you say, I think it's been played in the right spirit. Both teams are trying to play in the right areas.
Lashed upfield by Varga. Kyriakos has to be careful with the header back. So referee Craig Thompson has a quick check of the watch and decides that's enough for the first half of the final Old Firm match of the season. Sean Maloney perhaps coming closest to scoring with that wonderful free kick, which was brilliantly saved by Ronald Vaterus. So it's been very even, very entertaining. A lot more to come. The match still to be won. Half time, it's Celtic 0, Rangers 0.
Johnson, Colvin towering above him. Now you see why Celtic decided to play this little boy today.
Johnston.
It's almost here. The 2006 FIFA World Cup. And Budweiser could be your passport to Germany. So text in a photo of you and your buds, along with a passport number on the back of your bottle, for a chance to be a FIFA World Cup winner every 48 hours. Budweiser, the official beer of the 2006 FIFA World Cup.
Please give £2 a month to fund more research and help more people survive cancer.
On Rangers TV, we'll be here to bring you every game, every goal, every kick of the ball. Get up close with the players as we find out what makes them tick. Relive the glory days with classic games and interviews from some of the great players to have pulled on the Rangers jersey. We'll be on hand to preview the big matches at home and abroad and to bring you all the reaction that counts. Tune in to Ibrox Uncovered to get all the latest news, views and interviews. Also from the archives, the best of the action from League, Cup and European adventures. Watch the young guns come through with exclusive access to the Rangers reserves and youth teams. We're the only channel you can see the Rangers reserve team in action. Have your say on Mondays and Thursdays on our twice-weekly phone-in show. Rangers TV, the only place to see every Rangers SPL game this season. It's your club, it's your channel, Rangers TV.
And the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Puts a tingle in your fingers and a tingle in your feet. Rhythm in your bedroom, rhythm in the street. Yes, the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Flip your wings and fly to your daddy. Take a dive and swim to your daddy. Hit the floor and rock to your daddy. Baby's got the rhythm of life.
When we arrived in this country, we weren't sure what to expect. We wanted to play our part, learn about the culture, but also retain our own. People weren't sure at first. But before long, we settled in, and we've never looked back.
One Scotland, no place for racism.
Sunday sunshine at Celtic Park, but this final Old Firm match of the season still really to come to life. It's 0-0 currently between Celtic and Rangers halfway through. With me in the studio, Craig Burley, and the Hearts captain Stephen Presley is here as well. What strikes me about the game is, Craig, the team that really desperately needs the win here is Rangers. Are they playing like that at the moment?
Well, they haven't really created much, but then again, neither have Celtic. I don't think there's been much between. I think it's a pretty drab game, I have to say, up to now. Both teams pretty comfortable. The boys have said in commentary it's been open, but it's been open in the middle of the field, passing it about all the time going forward, breaking down in the final third. Keepers haven't been too busy. But I think Alec McLeish will be reasonably happy. They're still in the game. It gets into half-time 0-0. They've had very little down the left-hand side. Rangers, most of the stuff coming down with Burke on the right and Alan Hutton overlapping. But really created little. Sean Maloney's been the one for Celtic. He's making things tick with Roy Keane in there, just keeping it simple, strolling through the match. But the goalkeepers have not really had to work, and I think from a neutral point of view, from a TV point of view, that's disappointing.
From a Hearts point of view, Stephen, you're pretty happy, I guess, with the way things are going. You don't want Rangers to win for your own selfish reasons here. And Celtic, well, they're champions already.
That's right, and as Craig says, you know, it's not been a particularly great game. I think the possession count would suggest it's been reasonably even. But I think from Rangers' point of view, I think that with Maloney coming in off the left-hand side and in field, while they've got possession, I think if Rangers are to make things happen, they have to break quickly and get the ball to Burke and allow them 1v1s against Wilson.
Celtic have had the closest things in the first half, a couple in quick time midway through the half. Firstly, Sean Maloney with his free kick. Good save, Ronald Waterous.
Yeah, good save from Waterous, you know, giving away a silly free kick in a very dangerous area with Maloney, who we know can score goals. Nakamura arguably a little bit better at set pieces, not on the field, he's on the bench, so they can be thankful for that. But Rangers giving away, you know, free kicks and set pieces in dangerous areas, and with Maloney on the field, we know he can get the ball up and down quick. He has scored free kicks before, but Waterous pulled off a pretty comfortable save, it has to be said. I fancied Maloney actually to stick that one in the back of the net, certainly a player in his form.
And Maloney again involved here. It's his pass which opens things up for Maciej Zurawski, and again it's good, competent goalkeeping from Ronald Waterous.
It's a great ball, fantastic ball. It's a great run from Zurawski as well. Waterous is alive, he reads the situation. That's a great little ball down the side of the centre-halves. Centre-halves don't like that. Spinning in behind. Zurawski's a good clinical finish, we've seen that over the season. But Waterous does well, reading the situation, getting out, playing as the sort of sweeper and off his line quickly to shut him down, left Zurawski with no space, and it was a good save.
And Sean Maloney, Stephen, is that sort of player, isn't he, with the spark that can open things up, that can get things going here for Celtic?
Absolutely, you know, he's got tremendous vision and tremendous passing quality, and I think when you have a player like Zurawski who likes to play on the shoulder of defenders, it's a great combination to have, the Maloney-Zurawski.
You were saying as well that when Sean Maloney gets face to face with you in the final third, it's a worrying situation for any defender.
Yeah, I think that he's not blessed with blistering pace, but the one thing that he's great at is if he can get you faced up in the last third, you know, he can manipulate the ball and move the ball very quickly, and he does it time and time again.
This is just about as close as Rangers have been to being any great threat in the final third at the opposite end of the pitch. Chris Burke played in Chris Boyd, just offside I think, but he rifles it away well.
Yeah, it was a good little ball, we'll clear it up for you here. I mean, it was very close. He's just playing the ball there and he's half a yard offside. It's a fantastic, you know, it's a great decision. We slate officials quite regularly on this programme, and I mean, if you go give them credit, it was a great decision. The problem for Rangers is that with playing Boyd up front and Buffel just off him at times, they're not getting enough decent service up. They're not able to hold the ball up as they would like and get up and support. So too often it's coming back at them, and they need to get a better service into Chris Boyd to allow the likes of Gavin Ray and Danny and the wide boys to get up and squeeze the game and get up and support.
Rangers presumably, Stephen, have to commit more and more players further and further forward as the game goes on, because a point really, while it would be a good result here for them, it doesn't really get them places in terms of second spot.
No, and I think that you know, the difference between 5 points and 4 makes, I don't think, any real difference with regards to...
Because you've got the goal difference as well.
Yeah, we've got the goal difference, so I think that they have to win the game, and hopefully if they do open up, as I've said, they've got the Zurawski pace that hopefully can trouble
and I think we're all just hoping for a more entertaining second half, because it wasn't the most entertaining game.
Nice day though.
Lovely day, pitch is great, fantastic condition, great for football, and I think both managers will be in the dressing room know that their teams can perform better in the second half.
Well, it's been some first half for the two managers as ever in this Old Firm fixture. Gordon Strachan looking for the champions to add another 3 points to their tally. Alec McLeish in his final taste of this Old Firm fixture, wondering if he can get one over his old buddy and push Rangers that little bit closer to runners-up spot in the SPL. The second half is on the way.
Buy the Daily Record and get a voucher for the next day's Daily Record for just 15p. Scotland's favourite newspaper for just 15p. Great value. It's what we're about.
Thompson away from McCormick. That's a good ball in, and it's scored by Hartson.
Fantastic moment for Celtic, and how well they deserve it.
That's a wonderful strike by Alan Thompson. Celtic Park erupts.
Get inside the heart of your club. For more information or to subscribe, call 08700 85 1888.
What is soul?
I want somebody to tell me just what is the soul of man.
Who can say? All we can say is that when it's there, we like it. And when it's gone, we miss it.
I want somebody to tell me just what is the soul of man.
It was only when I died that life got interesting. That's my brother Morton. That's me. And this is Live On. They do some amazing things with carbon. See, you can take 2 pounds of human ash, and if you sift, you sluice, and you rinse, time after time after time, then you know what? You can turn Mr. Butt Ugly into a girl's best friend. Nice, huh?
And the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Puts a tingle in your fingers and a tingle in your feet. Rhythm in your bedroom, rhythm in the street. Yes, the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Flip your wings and fly to your daddy. Take a dive and swim to your daddy. It's a roaring from you, daddy. Baby's got the rhythm of life.
If you've been refused credit elsewhere, nobody tries harder than Welcome Car Finance to get you a newer car. Every year we approve thousands of people for car credit. Many of our top name cars are under 2 years old and all come with an independent quality and safety check and full MOT. Call Welcome Car Finance now and we'll give you at least £1,000 for your old car plus £250 cash back. Call Welcome Car Finance now on 0800 040 9000 or visit our website.
What's the difference between Celtic and Rangers? Well, at the moment, 2 trophies and 23 SPL points, and it could be 26 if the champions can come out on top again, as they tend to do here on their home patch. But Rangers have other ideas. 0-0 so far in the final Old Firm match of the season. Rangers looking to get a little bit closer to Hearts in the race for second place in the Bank of Scotland Premier League. It's 317 minutes since Rangers scored against Celtic, and they'll hope to do so after the interval. Goalless between these deadly rivals, and you would imagine Craig, Rangers will have more of a go.
Well, you know, Celtic will want to win the game because it's an Old Firm game, but Rangers have the carrot of trying to catch Hearts. 5 points behind. You know, a draw would take it back to 4. But really, what they have to be after here is throwing the kitchen sink in the second half to get the 3 points. Now, they didn't really look like doing that in the first half. The Celtic side looked pretty comfortable, Robert, has to be said, and you know, they've got no real need in terms of the championship to win the game. They're in the Champions League next season, and it's Rangers got it all to do.
And Stephen, you always get the feeling about Gordon Strachan's Celtic that they have gears to find. They can move up the gears if they so require it. They play within themselves at times.
That's right, they're a very patient side, and they seem to have great belief in the way they play, and you know, that's been very evident in watching them this season. But you know, fingers crossed we'll get a more exciting second half.
Here is the second half with Mark Haitley and firstly Jock Brown.
Thanks, Rob. Yes, all set to go once the streamers are removed from the Celtic penalty box from the Rangers supporters. Well, none of the last 19 Old Firm games have ended in a draw. The last draw was 3-3 here in October 2002. And the last 0-0 draw was here in January 1996, more than 10 years ago. So that all was well, surely, despite those 317 minutes goalless for Rangers. History suggesting we'll see some goals before the end. Chris Burke will certainly be trying to do that for Rangers. A very good second half of the season, particularly. Clearance by McManus reaches Ray, who played well in the first half. So too did Hamdani for the most part, apart from 1 or 2 very slack passes which exposed his defence. That's Lennon's pass. Here's Petrov, closed down rapidly by Purcell. Lennon again. So no change in personnel for the second half, and no obvious tactical switches as yet. Once again, the Rangers side have been clearly instructed to let the Celtic back 4 exchange passes as much as they like. And that's exactly what they're doing. Hamdani winning that battle with Keane. The Algerian having one of his better matches for Rangers, I would suggest. Generally a very good continuity player. Gets the ball and keeps it within his own team. Good challenge by Telfer there, but he was pushing into the back of Purcell. Seemed to be a great deal in that. Referee Craig Thompson right on the spot. This is Hamdani again. Certainly willing to take the ball in good position. That's a fine pass for Purcell. Excellent play by Purcell. And a cut back here for Buck. Well, chances do not come any better than that.
Well, that's the best piece of football we've seen from Rangers early in the second half. That's what we're on about. The pass through, up the side of defenders. Great work by Purcell. Roll across, and that is an absolute sitter. They're the ones that, if you're a Rangers fans, that's where you want Chris Boyd. And that man disappointed. No, he's not going to get many chances in this game. He'll be going through that one. Well, if the game finishes like this.
He went for power with an open foot, the side foot open, and it just was the wrong choice. Surely, if he's going to take it with power, it had to be off the laces. Surely, they keep it down.
To concentrate on striking the ball. Probably caught a glimpse of that yellow shirt Buric flying in front of him, but that goes down as a sitter.
Surely, if it's a side footer, it's got to be played very, very softly, quietly, but any power's got to be surely with toe down the laces. Kyriakos finds Smith. Good movement again from Bopal this time. Interception was made by Varga. Back it comes to Smith. Well, Burke challenging there, losing out to Wilson. That'll be a Rangers throw. Well, they will take some encouragement, I suspect, Rangers, from that very good attack, nevertheless, even although the chance was spurned. Chris Burke, not renowned for scoring goals. He's only scored 3 this season. Activity on the Celtic bench. Shunsuke Nakamura maybe introduced to the action before very long, but this is Stephen Smith. Back it comes to the young Rangers fullback. Well, enjoying that combination with Dado Purcell, his captain, on the left-hand side. This time Celtic winning possession pretty easily and allowing Mark Wilson to come forward. That's Rodriguez. The layoff from Boyd's a good one. That's Buffal. Now Hamdani. Certainly a player who likes to operate with his head up, which is a good sign of a midfield player. That's a good pass. Here's Gavin Ray. Ray's cross is good. This is Purcell. Oh, it's a fine save by Boric. A full stretch. The Celtic goalkeeper saves the day.
What a save. I thought Purcell should have taken it first time instead of taking it, but that is an absolute world-class save. You get tired of seeing that one. What a great save that is.
Well, Celtic rocking at the start of the second half. Rangers piling on the pressure here. Burke with a corner kick. Oh, and this time Boric was in trouble. Oh, that could so easily have gone in. Chris Boy's header. Kyriakos distracting Boric this time.
Yeah, Boric's getting nowhere near it. I don't know who's blaming there. And I think just takes Boyd by surprise. Comes over the top. That's another half chance. Here we see the ball coming in. I thought Dado Purcell maybe should have taken that first time, but that is an incredible save. What a save.
Well, that's 2 marvellous attempts in the opening minutes of the second half from Rangers, and they have nothing to show for it. I wonder if that may turn out to be significant. Oh, that's a good pass again from Buffal. Here's Purcell. Ray and Boyd in the middle. That's for Ray. Not a good enough delivery again by Purcell.
I think he chose the wrong direction again there, Dado Purcell. He's in, he's getting plenty of space, cutting across. He's got to hit this on target. Just chose the wrong option for me.
Well, you wonder if someone has told these Rangers within half-time about the 317 minutes plus 5 now since they last scored against Celtic. Burke again. A driven ball met there by Petrov. Boric coming a long way out there. Did well enough, but was certainly left isolated by his defence there. Showing their confidence in the Polish international. Good play by Buffal, coming short for this to get Stephen Smith. A chance to go forward, stopped well by Petrov. Buffal again. Another fine tackle by Petrov. No questioning his commitment to the cause this afternoon. This time the throw goes to Celtic. Challenged by Lennon on Buffal. Well, Alec McLeish will be wondering right now just what his team has to do to score.
Yeah, Andy Watson just shaking his head in the background there. Chances. You see, you don't get many when you come here.
Zurawski well tackled by Hamdani again. Here's Rodriguez to Hutton. Hutton being invited to sprint forward into the gap ahead. Maloney trying to cut him off. This is Ray. Well, really fortunate for Rangers, I think, that Gavin Ray had fought his way back to fitness to coincide with the injury to Barry Ferguson. Boyd's header goes straight to Keane. This is Petrov. Keeps it simple, using Telfer behind. Varga forced to hurry by Buffal. Keane keeps possession for Celtic. She does normally so well. Now Mark Wilson. See the work done by Burke again to get back and close down his direct opponent. Clumsy challenge by Hutton on Maloney. Celtic's free kick taken, short again. Keane back here to Varga. Zurawski. Making life difficult there for Petrov with a short pass. This is Chris Burke. Hutton helps it on. It's good play by Burke. Chance for McManus to break from the back. Well, it's a bit of a question mark perhaps about McManus in his breakthrough year. It's just the distribution. This is Buffal. He's offside. Very close indeed that was. George Middleton here, flagging instantly as Buffal broke.
Celtic back four just squeezing up. I think Thomas Buffal is onside there. I think Chris Boyd in the middle.
Well, I think in reflection, Thomas Buffal was very unlucky there. Well, Rangers dominant in the opening stage for the second half. And they've had the chances too. Rodriguez had to be very quick there. That layoff from Hutton was a very confident one, but it could have been troublesome. Burke to Buffal. Hounded there by Wilson and Lennon. That's all he could do really, was guaranteed to keep possession by winning a throw. Oh, he's done well again, Buffal, to find Hutton. Well, Boyd claiming he was impeded by Varga as the ball was in the air. Keane was given a poor return ball by Hartson. That's Ray. Buffal is offside again. Another tight decision. Frustration once more for Rangers, but they are much more menacing now in attack.
Celtic clearly offside there. Celtic yet to find the rhythm that they showed in the first half. Call very cold out the traps. Big puff out of the cheeks there. He knows this period of pressure. He knows his team needs to take something.
Well, maybe feeling now that an Old Firm managed to get chances of such quality as he's had already. Very difficult indeed. Here's Petrov. Caught by Kyriakos. Out comes the yellow card.
A clumsy challenge there from Kyriakos. Petrov just dancing round in there. Side down.
You always wonder though, when they go off the ground like that, when the players dive in at the back and lose their footing and almost certain to result in something of that kind. Now, Maloney is within range. Thomas Buffal taking a little longer than the referee wants to retreat the appropriate distance. Maloney again. Well, you know, you get the feeling sometimes, don't you, that it's just not quite his day in that position.
I think it was just fractionally, maybe 1 or 2 yards just outside his distance there. Just, you can see, just trying to get too much power on the ball. It's just that outside your zone area. And I think he knew that.
Gary Pendry with Gordon Strachan, considering what change might be appropriate and getting the paperwork ready to make a change. McManus with a header. Smith forward, that's a loose pass, picked up easily by Petrov. Petrov's had a look at Nakamura warming up and wondered if his place in the side was in some jeopardy. He certainly has picked up the tempo in the last few minutes. Vargas switch of play, finds Mark Wilson. There isn't what you would say an outstanding passer at the back there for Celtic. I would certainly confirm it, but there's a feature, isn't it? There's no one there that's going to ping a pass.
Can zap that pass, 40, 50 yards. I think that pass there just sums how Celtic have started this second half. Very slack and lackadaisical.
Throw to Rangers. Well, they're going to maintain the belief, Rangers, having had these good opportunities. McManus with a decisive header out. Hemdani careless with a layoff header. That's Keane now, picking out Zurawski. That's for Maloney, he's gone offside, he moved too early. That was pretty obvious for George Drummond on the far side there.
Simple decision for the linesman there. Here you go. Cut to the grass, gives you the line.
Well, it was close than I thought, wasn't it? Shunsuke Nakamura about to come on, I think. Smith forward here for Purcell. Well, that's good play. Here's Buffalo, well tackled by Lennon. Buffalo trying to get back on him there. There's Keane. Good play by Maloney. Nice. Wilson may fancy going on a run here. He's pacey enough, all right. He held up well though by a combination of Hutton and Ray. Rangers have the ball back. They have made the better start of the second half, there's no question about that.
Competition down this Celtic left, Rangers right, all the Scottish confrontation.
Petrov with the header, Kyriakos equal for the task there. Here's Buffal away from Lennon, that's for Boyd, and he's well offside again. The high line held by the Celtic back four was effective.
Just holds this run, just keeps going across the park. It doesn't have to go forward, the space is there.
Boy, that's
very,
tight.
very tight again. Just has to bend that run a little bit more and he's on.
Here's Hemdani finding Purcell. Purcell's caused a few problems here for Paul Telfer this afternoon. He's doing so again. The running power is good as well as the skill. He's still in possession. Boyd's in the middle, too high. The clearance by Mark Wilson, but Purcell really is terrorising the right-hand side for the Celtic defence.
So he's running right, second half, causing all sorts of problem. Hence the change to come for Celtic. A stormy second half.
Just past the hour mark now. Petrov getting it well to that. Hemdani elected to play it wide again for Burke. That's Rodriguez, headed away by Lennon. Rodriguez goes again. Offside, is that flag up? Yes, it is. Kyriakos caught far side of the box.
That's good defending there, everybody coming out to a man. Good communication.
Roy Keane may withdrawn.
He's been quietly about his game this afternoon.
I don't think he looks too excited about that decision. Well, here he comes, and it's Nakamura to replace him. That suggests that Petrov will move into the centre of midfield properly. And Nakamura will operate on the right-hand side, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think that's better. Nakamura out the right, Petrov with an engine in the middle of the park can pick the ball up and drive at the back four of Rangers.
Well, you don't expect players to be happy to come off, but Roy Keane certainly didn't look happy, did he? The head flick on from Hartson was very nearly a good one. That's what's happened. Petrov's gone straight into central midfield beside Lennon. Nakamura on the right, Maloney on the left. That's a combination which has served Celtic pretty well for much of the season. Pre-Roy Keane. It's just careless that by Boyd, backing into McManus, giving away a simple free kick.
It's just all down to just Boyd's starting position, not in the right position when that ball leaves. He's got no chance of getting the ball.
Rodriguez with a header. That's Hutton helping it on into space. Petrov did well. Good use of the head. This is Telfer. Nakamura involved straight away here. I'm quite confident he would take any free kick outside the box. It was won again by Celtic. This is Mark Wilson. It's a fine effort by Maloney. Drilled in low at the post. May have been going wide, but still an excellent save.
More than 30 yards that. Fantastic strike. Straight through the ball. Trying to catch Batteris at the near post. Good football all round. Goalkeeper and Maloney.
Well, Maloney, the most prolific striker at goal, I would say. Nothing yet to reward him. But here's Nakamura now with this corner kick. The out-swinging ball met solidly there by Hemdani. Nakamura again Trying to go past Buffel. The cover was provided by Hutton. Every Rangers player back defending, so there's lots of time here for Paul Telfer. Well, a hush among the Celtic supporters as that ball is kept in possession like that. Don't forget, the full SPL is on at 3 o'clock this afternoon after the conclusion of this match and our analysis afterwards. Don't miss that. Some terrific action from yesterday's matches. Here's Ray leaving it to Hamdani. Well, they had to turn back. Petrov made life difficult for him, and it'll go all the way back, I think, to Batharus. Effective dummy that from Ray, but Buffel couldn't take full advantage. That's Nakamura using Zurawski and his running power to the right. The early ball played in, and Rodriguez first to the ball. He's given it straight back to the Polish striker. Good challenge made by Hutton to deny Hartson any space. Acrobatics from Purcell. Well, Rangers have retreated somewhat here. McManus sending an excellent ball this time to Zurawski. That's for Hartson. Well, it wasn't a bad dummy. This is Nakamura. The block was made by Kyriakos. Still a problem for the Rangers defence. Nakamura. Well, you'd expect Batharus to save it, but it was good play by Celtic. Persistent attacking play.
Good strike by Nakamura here, hitting the target. Batharus, lots of time to see it though.
Foul there on Buffal. And a yellow card will now be shown to McManus.
It's a couple of late ones, clumsy ones should we say.
Although we were unkind to him, that last good bit of Celtic attacking was the result of an excellent long-ranging pass from McManus to Zurawski. The kind of pass we were suggesting wasn't an evidence too frequently from the Celtic back four. Instructions given there by Alec McLeish as Rangers try to come forward again. This is Hutton. That's not a bad ball in. Larg is in trouble. Everyone's in trouble.
It's a fantastic ball in there. Good positive play. Alan Hutton gets past Sean Maloney and right into an area that defenders hate, between the goalkeeper and the defender.
Only two Rangers players in there.
Yep.
Neither could get to the ball.
Nobody taking a chance.
Hutton again looking for Boyd, but it wasn't a good enough pass. Well, we're going into the final quarter of the match. Still stalemate here. 0-0 draws, certainly not common in this fixture. And if it is 0-0 at the end, Rangers will reflect, and Alec McLeish in particular will reflect on those two opportunities. Chris Butt blasting over the top from point-blank range, and Adam Purcell bringing out a sensational save from Artur Boric, all within the matter of minutes. Start of the second half. Good challenge by Rodriguez. Nakamura did well there against Ray. And Dani holding him up. This is Petrov. Digging out a pass here to Wilson. And Maloney. Wilson using Petrov. Patient play across the field. Possession retained well by Celtic. Changing the point of the attack now to the right. Petrov looking for Maloney. Forward goes Wilson once again from left back. Well, the pattern of play remains the same. The ball still not going into the box. Only hopeful, aimless way. Nakamura linking there with Zurawski. That's a fine tackle by Ray. Very well timed. Overrunning the ball low, held up easily by Telfer. Petrov to Lennon. Maloney again. Good possession play by Celtic, but still not penetrating. Nakamura. Now Petrov again, trying to get on the ball as much as he can in the centre of midfield. Found Petrov well there, Lennon. That's for Hodgson. And that's very good play by Vaterus. Playing there like a defender. Didn't attempt to go with his hands. With an excellent sliding tackle.
Very sharp goalkeeping there, but very patient build-up from Celtic. Finally stuck the ball into Petrov, who found the Hartson run. Pretty much got the passes side to side.
Good long throw. Timo Kyriakos awkwardly, but came to no harm for Rangers. Button now to Burke. Janova about to come on for Rangers. It looks as though Chris Boyd's day may be run. Manis playing all the way back to Borac. Well, good control with the face there by Larson. Smith now for Rangers. Kyriakos with an aimless, hopeful ball forward. Not good enough for the Rangers front men. Well, good judgment shown by Hamdani there against Petrov. He does have a good awareness of the pace of the ball and the angles. Good tackle this time by Paul Telfer, who's had a very tough time from Dado Perso. And now the change is going to be made. It is Chris Boyd who's being withdrawn. He too is not a happy person, but I think it's fair to say that the way the game has unfolded, it hasn't been the happiest of occasions for him. Scored an excellent goal, one just offside in the first half. Apart from that, he's found the going very tough indeed. Different kind of threat now from Nachanovo.
Yeah, just the pace now. Looking just to be helping the ball on over the top. Big two centre halves.
Well, it's Novo right, Burke left, and Perso through the middle, I think. That's the change. There's Burke in his new role on the far side. Trying to angle that in for Buffel. Difficult pass. So a change of role for Chris Burke now. And wide on the left-hand side with Novo on the right. Perso's been told now to get into the centre. He's passing on the message. Rodriguez did well. This is Ray. Smith looking for Perso. Well, was it a flying elbow there? The crowd thought so. No complaint from Varga. There's Perso again. That's played through for Burke. Well tackled by the long legs of Varga. It's good play from defence by Celtic. Excellent passing. Now Nakamura. Space here for Maloney. He has Wilson breaking outside him. Well, the defence closed in well. Hamdani again got a very important touch there. This is Novo's first contribution. Desperate for a goal. Hasn't scored since September. A flick on from Perso, designed to release the run made by Buffel, but Telfer closed in very effectively. Nakamura's got a lot of space here. He's given that away to Perso. Might regret that. Perso's running power is still evident. That's a decent cross. Telfer turning it back to Borac. Well, the man of the match competition still to be won. Not an easy decision, I would suggest. For the UK, there's the number. So from the Republic of Ireland, and the text address also you can use. Mark Hateley will make that decision. And no doubt agonise a bit over that before the end. If you agree, you may want to sign shirt for the man of the match. Here goes Smith. Rangers, Burke now. That's new position. Buffel couldn't get past his man. He was impeded. It is a free kick to Rangers. Held up by Varga.
Just getting hold of the ball there. Just getting done by the skill of Buffel there. Stan Varga.
Kyriakos and Rodriguez have joined the attack. It's designed to be whipped in by the right foot of Chris Burke, and so it is. There's Purcell! Pumped high in the air by Lennon. Still a problem for the Celtic defence, allowing that to bounce in there. Purcell returning it straight to Petrov, who's got lots of time to bring it out. Well, the initial ball found out of Purcell. He might have been able to do more with it than he did.
Just don't think there was enough pace on it. It just came in very, very gently. Alarming the amount of space that David Purcell is allowed to run into.
This is Wilson. Now Maloney. A lot of time given here to Stephen McManus. Pumped on there to Hartson. There's Nakamura. That was worth a first-time effort. Very well worth it.
It's a great spot from John Hartson with a little flick on there.
Rodriguez retrieves and has Vateris with a bit of time here, and also with some excellent skill on the ground. Vargas strong against Purcell. Foul on Lennon by Purcell. Well, conditions very summery now. Very hot and
getting to that, just gone past the 70-minute mark, to the 75th minute mark. A long, hard season. Sun out.
Telford now flighting this in. Varga and McManus are in the box for Celtic. It's won by Kyriakos. Namdani did well. He was then impeded by Maloney. Free kick to Rangers. Well, getting to the stage in the game, of course, where it would be very difficult for either side to come back if they conceded a goal now. Doesn't look as though one goal will win this, Mark.
Yeah, I think you could have it spot on there. Either one. I think the next goal will be the winner. Shall we put it that way?
Well, very strange for a defender to allow the ball to bounce like that. Telford picks out Petrov. There's Wilson. Difficult pass to execute with the right foot there for Mark Wilson. Remember, coming up later, Spotlight Europe. Mainz against Bayern Munich, 4 o'clock in Sedana Sports 1. It's after the full SPL, of course, at 3. Well, we're getting also to a feeling around the stadium. You wonder, in fact, Mark, if both sets of supporters might settle for this.
Well, I think Celtic are playing away, just possessional. I think the fans are reacting to that, thinking, well, the draw's better than a defeat here. It might be enough to stop Rangers qualifying for the Champions League. It's the Hearts. Celtic is the next game, I think. But is that enough for Rangers? And that man there, Alex McLeish, a draw.
Andy Watson and Alex McLeish considering what he can do now to affect the outcome of the match. Burke in a battle there with Nakamura, and the free kick goes to Rangers. Well, another promising situation for Rangers with these angled free kicks and the big men in the box. Celtic didn't defend the last one very effectively. It was a bit of a scramble to get the ball away. Variation here, Smith releasing Burke. Well, it was worth the effort of Chris Burke, a bit of variety, a bit of invention there. Boric made a comfortable save in the end. Foul by Novo on Maloney. The referee awards with the Spaniard. In fact, more than that, he's having a yellow card out for him.
First contribution to the game, Nacho Novo. Chasing Sean Maloney. Yeah, just in the wonderful swipe there.
Fourth yellow card of the match. It's taking Craig Thompson well past 100 for the season in his 35th match. Head flick on, a good one by Hartson, but he's penalised for the use of the elbow. He's inviting Gavin Ray, I think, to tell the referee there was no problem. It won't change anything. Well, McLeish has made the changes in terms of personnel and in terms of formation for late stages, but Celtic also made that one change only, with Roy Keane coming off and Nakamura giving the width on the right hand side. The Celtic crowd becoming a little bit impatient here, and too much of that deep passing, I think, for their liking. Hartson caught strongly there by Rodriguez, but he has found Zurawski. Maloney wants it played short. Hartson's back in his feet, willing to take a pass. Now Nakamura. Maloney watching Telford on the overlap. That's a good ball in for Zurawski, and it was excellent defending by Rodriguez. He matched them all the way.
Yes, a chance that. Far too much time there. Left on the ball, allowed to get the ball into the box, and that is a good chance.
Manis lashing the ball forward. Kyriakos seemed to have trouble judging it coming out of the sun there. That's Hutton. Good ball by Vargas, chest to Lennon. Nakamura's found space on the right touchline, closed off by Gavin Ray. Here's Petrov. Aidan McGeady will be on shortly for Celtic, giving him an extra dimension to their attacking play, the trickery he can deliver. This is Mark Wilson. Petrov trying to force that forward for Maloney. Here's Bofal. Ray takes over. Now Burke. Stephen Smith's gone sprinting forward on the left. That's for Purcell, who's offside.
Put that down to good defending again. Celtic holding that line. He's very, very tight again. Very, very tight.
Looked to be on line, didn't he? Here's the change now for Celtic. It's going to be McGeady for Maloney. Sean Maloney played well, but showed some signs of fatigue there. It's been a very long season for him.
Yeah.
After his injury problems, getting right back to full tilt.
Excellent first half, Sean Maloney. The week's festivities might have just caught up on him.
Another element in the equation. Hartson did well again. That's awkward for Kyriakos. Petrov finding McGeady. Fresh pair of legs. Very skillful indeed. Rodriguez couldn't get to that. And a very good tackle in the end by Kyriakos, as Hartson was lining up the shot.
Yeah, as soon as that came down to Hartson off his chest, I thought he was just going to volley that.
Well, Celtic now look as though they want to win this. They're picking up the pace. A little suggestion there that Rangers maybe have blown up a little. Don't quite have the same energy about the play as they had in the early part of this second half. Telfer back to Nakamura. Rodriguez with a header. Here's Novo in an unfamiliar position for him. Oh, he's done well, wrestling himself away there from Wilson. Advantage allowed here. Rangers still in possession. Novo appeared to be tripped there. Good running by Hutton. He's caught in the end there by Wilson. Zurawski was backtracking with him also, but Hutton, he really is a very fine athlete. Comes out of defence very well indeed.
Yeah, good strength shown by Hutton there. We saw it in the first half. Wasn't frightened to run into the space in front of him. He's continued to do that in the second half.
And Danny's pass, that's Purcell, and a complete misunderstanding there with Nacho Novo. Well, they had such a good season together last season, Purcell and Novo, but they've never managed to recapture that this year.
Had the opportunity to play together, I think. One's been out, one injured, then another one injured. Really had the opportunity to put that partnership to the test again.
This is Purcell again. Trying to get through a gap which suddenly wasn't there. Wilson in trouble. Gavin Ray goes in. He was fouled by Petrov. Petrov's not happy with Mark Wilson, giving him plenty of abuse there. That's his own teammate he's talking to. Well, Wilson responding. Well, showing some leadership qualities, I would say, the captain of Bulgaria. Button's pass, here's Novo. Near post ball, met well by McManus. That was good defending by Stephen McManus. This is McGeady. Space on the far side for Nakamura. Burke's trying to get back to help out Stephen Smith. Surprised in a way that Rodriguez didn't commit a foul to hold things up, but it's Nakamura again. That's for Zaraski, who's offside. Well, both back fours holding high lines and making life difficult for the strikers.
Yeah, onside. It's onside again.
Another one.
It's two close ones. Been called wrong, but very, very tight decisions.
That's Rangers' ball. Now a change for Celtic, the late stages. John Hartson goes off, on comes Dion Dublin. Hartson has worked hard again, and Dion Dublin, 37 years old yesterday.
37 years young.
37 years young, certainly plenty of enthusiasm about him. Clearly enjoys playing still. Now it's Stephen Smith for Rangers. Is there to be a real twist in the tail of this match? Push by Telfer on Burke. Just 5 minutes plus stoppage time to produce a winner in this game. Could come at either end, there's no doubt about that. It'll be very difficult to predict. Rodriguez playing it in high and long, and Boric is in a bit of trouble here, and it was stolen from him by Buffel. There was no foul given. Kyriakos is in trouble. Oh, clutching his back there. Caught by Boric, I think. Perhaps a knee in the small of the back there.
Yeah, you're on the loser there. You're backing into the goalkeeper. Just caught a sore one there. Pretty fortunate there, Boric, to get away with that.
Well, there's Kyriakos, needs some time to recover, and it's a final opportunity where you're thinking about your man of the match. These are the numbers to call from the UK or the Republic of Ireland. The text address you can use. Mark Haight is just finalising his thinking on the matter. If you agree with him, you could win a signed shirt for the man of the match. Kyriakos has to leave the field now. Well, he was absolutely dying a moment ago, but seems to have made a pretty good recovery. Going to get the halfway line. There's going to be a dropped ball, and possession, I think, will be given back to Rangers, as it was by Neil Lennon. Kyriakos is back on. Celtic supporters building up the vocal support, reflecting Championship 1, and Rangers, they hope, being unsuccessful again on Celtic territory. This is Rodriguez. Taking no chances. Trying nothing clever at this stage of the game. Telfer will attempt another long throw here. Dion Dublin, an obvious target if the long throw is preferred, as an option by Telfer. It is indeed. Dublin helps it on. That's Zuraski, and the challenge is made there by Rodriguez to concede the corner.
Yeah, there's a good little flick on there. Just a low flat throw. Rodriguez had to be on his toes.
Steinbarger joins the attack. So too does Stephen McManus. Played in by Nakamura, and that's just what Ronald Vacaris would welcome all day long. Header on by Wilson. Hemdani against McGeady. McGeady's penalised. Well, McGeady's taking a chance with that outburst of dissent. Running towards the referee was really folly, I would have suggested. A bit unlucky perhaps to be penalised here.
6 or 1 and half a dozen there, isn't it? And they're still willing his team on. Concentrate. He's the head.
Rodriguez, I think he was talking to. Up goes Persaud. It comes off the head of McManus. Lennon can thump it to safety. Here's Rodriguez again. Well, an up and under now, and that's easy surely for Varga. Here's Nakamura with Telfer behind. Lennon again in space to take possession. Petrov 2. Just a couple of minutes remaining, plus the stoppage time to be added by referee Craig Thompson. Not a great deal of that. Substitutes obviously take up some time. Might just be a couple of minutes, I think. Cross it comes to Hutton. Manes with a headed clearance, it goes straight to Nakamura. Big gap here for Celtic to exploit. Zarafsky peels off to the right, closed down by Kyriakos. Well, that's held them up long enough to allow Rangers to get players back into defensive positions. Well, the Celtic supporters got a bit frustrated, I think, by the slow pace of the build-up from Celtic.
The negativity, you know, side to side. They like to see the ball going forward into the box.
Foul by Buffel on Petrov.
Chances being created. That's what they want.
And surely this one will go in the mix from Celtic. Rado Posso thinks so. He's going back to defend. It's with Nakamura. Wide it goes to Telfer. It's a good cross. Varga attacking the ball and guilty of pushing on Posso. It's a free kick to Rangers. The 90th minute of the match. Hutton, that's deflected, and the Boric is able to keep the ball in play to prevent a corner kick. Telfer having the route to Lennon cut off by Buffel. Boric goes for distance. Good call from Kyriakos and excellent chest control. Smith playing it forward. Burke's giving chase with no chance of getting there though. Here's Hemdani with a layoff to find Ray. Strong running by Ray. It's matched though by Lennon. Good play by Telfer. Helped on by Dublin for Zurawski. Is there to be a real dramatic finish here? Kyriakos at full stretch against Magidi. Stoppage time now. Magidi flighting into the area. That's one for Batteris to collect if he wants. He chooses to let go for the goal kick. Well, for referee Craig Thompson, a reasonably uneventful afternoon. Change to be made here. And this is going to be Ashikodi, Moses Ashikodi. Well, he's going to get really no opportunity to make an impression in the proceedings. This is the man I think, Mark, you know as being absolute lightning quick.
Yeah, pretty quick indeed. Quite a bit of ability to go with that pace as well.
Oh, that's a clear elbow by Purso into the face of Varga. Nasty one. An apology offered, but not much consolation, I suspect, to Varga at the moment.
Yeah, that's the arm coming down. You see centre forwards doing it. Using it as a lever.
Off goes Chris Burke. He'll be replaced by Ashikodi. Wearing number 66. Oh, he chose that one. On loan from West Ham United. Teenager. Will we get the chance to see what he can do? That's the question. I doubt it, actually. Played along by Telfer. Purso did well defensively, and it is the end of the match. Ashikodi couldn't get a touch on the ball. It's all even at the end. The smiles between Gordon Strachan and Alec McLeish. Artur Boruc was the hero with the save of the day against Rado Purso. Ronald Batteris played very well indeed in goal, also for Rangers, without having a great deal to do. But Rangers really should have won that match in the opening 5 minutes of the second half when they passed up two terrific chances. After that, it was very even indeed. Celtic playing within themselves, you felt, and they have controlled the match enough to the end to go in with a draw, which I think will satisfy them. It makes Rangers' task to finish second more difficult. And Stilian Petrov there is heading for the dressing room. and it's going to be the Rangers players who go to that corner of the pitch to say thank you to their supporters for some very good support this afternoon. They did get a reasonable effort from their team, there's no doubt about that. They had the better chances. Chris Burke had the best of the lot. That Purcell was denied by Boric, and their efforts have been thoroughly appreciated. So the final Old Firm match of the season leaves the second place still very much up for grabs. It's Celtic 0, Rangers 0.
So, how did you first meet?
Well, Derek just called me up, out the blue, and said he wanted me. I didn't know what to say.
Well, you needed time to think it over.
But when he gave me a ring...
2 weeks later.
I said yes.
And when was the big day?
Last Tuesday.
That's when she started in accounts.
You don't have to be looking for a job to land a better one. Just complete your career profile on S1 Jobs, then wait for success to come calling.
When we arrived in this country, we weren't sure what to expect. We wanted to play our part, learn about the culture, but also retain our own. People weren't sure at first. But before long, we settled in, and we've never looked back.
One Scotland, no place for racism.
It was only when I died that life got interesting. That's my brother Morton. That's me. And this is Live On. They do some amazing things with carbon. See, you can take 2 pounds of human ash, and if you sit, you sluice, and you rinse, time after time after time, then you know what? You can turn Mr. Butt Ugly into a girl's best friend. Nice, huh?
On Rangers TV, we'll be here to bring you every game, every goal, every kick of the ball. Get up close with the players as we find out what makes them tick. Relive the glory days with classic games and interviews from some of the great players to have pulled on the Rangers jersey. We'll be on hand to preview the big matches at home and abroad and to bring you all the reaction that counts. Tune in to Ibrox Uncovered to get all the latest news, views and interviews. Also from the archives, the best of the action from League, Cup and European adventures. Watch the young guns come through with exclusive access to the Rangers reserves and youth teams. We're the only channel you can see the Rangers reserve team in action. Have your say on Mondays and Thursdays on our twice-weekly phone-in show. Rangers TV, the only place to see every Rangers SPL game this season. It's your club, it's your channel, Rangers TV.
And the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Put a tingle in your fingers and a tingle in your feet. Rhythm in your bedroom, rhythm in the street. Yes, the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Flip your wings and fly to your daddy. Take a dive and swim to your daddy. It's a glory from you, daddy. Baby's got the rhythm of life.
What is soul?
I want somebody to tell me just what is the soul of man.
You can say. All we can say is that when it's there, we like it. And when it's gone, we miss it.
I want somebody to tell me just what is the soul of man.
Hello.
The last Old Firm game of the season, champion Celtic against a Rangers side looking to get that little bit closer to second spot. Rangers had the big chances in the second half. Chris Burke missed a sitter. Dado Prusho tried his best wonder save this from Artur Boruc, which kept the final scoreline goalless. Alec McLeish couldn't believe it. 0-0 between Celtic and Rangers, and all smiles at the end. Well, Gordon Strachan would be smiling because Celtic have the championship well locked away and increasing their advantage at the top to 19 points with that draw. 19 ahead of Hearts, 23 still ahead of their big rivals from across the other side of the city, and crucial in terms of second place. 4 points now between Hearts and Rangers. Hearts, of course, with the better goal difference. Let's hear from the two skippers, Neil Lennon and man of the match Dado Prusho, with Scott Booth.
Neil, was it difficult to get going today after the strange preparations for this one?
Not necessarily. I just don't think we played particularly well over the pitch. I thought, like, first half we were alright. We were just a bit sloppy at times with possession. Then Rangers came out and had a great spell for 10-15 minutes, but you know, once we settled ourselves again, we played okay. You know, just okay, like, today.
But I think you did show that everyone will see that you're not going to slacken off this season.
Well, we've got an unbeaten record to maintain, and the new Rangers have come, and you know they're desperate for the well, not desperate, but they've got to close the gap on Hearts. And we just didn't want to get beat today. And it's been hard, like, you know, since the championship's been won, to keep ourselves motivated. But obviously these games are very competitive, and you know, we're looking to build for next season, and you know, these are a good indicator for where we're going to be.
Were you happy to see that Petrov got the respect he deserved today?
Yeah, delighted. We're all disappointed, obviously, by his decision. I mean, he says he wants to, you know, a new challenge, and I can understand that. But whether he's going to better himself by going to the Premiership, it depends where he goes. You know, he's got to go leave a club like this to go to one of the big clubs, because I've been there. I've played 4 years down there with Leicester, and it's not all it's cracked up to be at times. You know.
Do you think he should stay then?
Of course. We've got Champions League next year, and he's got, you know, he's revered by the fans and respected and loved by the players here. But I can understand why he does want to go. We're just all, you know, gutted, like, really, because he's been such a massive player for us.
And what about you?
What about me?
You'll be staying?
I'll be on hopefully this week with Peter Lawwell to talk things over.
Dado, today was all about getting the points. Was that a case of missed opportunity?
But we don't want to lose today. We have opportunity maybe to take 3 points, but 1 point is okay.
Is it disappointing when you did have so many chances in the game?
Yes, like I say, I think we start well second half, and we have really some great opportunity and unlucky, and in the end as well, Hearts lose some points, we win some, and it's a good weekend for us as well.
And for you personally, you had that header that Boruc made a good save. Did you think that was in at that time?
Yes, I was thinking ball go. Have a very brilliant save.
And Berkey also had a fantastic chance. That could have just sold the game for you, couldn't it?
Yes, but like I say, we have really brilliant chances. But
why has there been such a scoring problem recently for yourself as well and Thomas Buffel?
I don't know really. If you know, we do differently, but it's football. Huh?
So do you still feel that second place is possible?
Yes, like I say, Hearts lost points against Hibs, and yeah, three matches to go, and everything is possible. Like I say, we have 1 point, they lose some points, and keep going like this.
Okay, Dado, you are the Bank of Scotland man of the match. Maybe Neil, you can give him a champagne.
One big fella. Yeah.
Well done,
Congratulations. Cheers. Good luck.
Done, guys. Cheers, Neil. Thanks.
It did take a wonder save, didn't it, from Artur Boruc to deny Dado Prusho the match winner. He was the top man this afternoon. James Morton from Stenhousemuir thought so as well. And a signed Prusho shirt, James, is heading your way. Well done. So Rangers haven't won at Celtic Park now for 15 matches. Time will tell whether they needed to or not in terms of trying to catch Hearts for second place in the Bank of Scotland Premier League, and of course a route into the Champions League qualifiers. 0-0 it finished despite that Rangers second half pressure. Craig Burley with me in the studio, and the Hearts captain Stephen Presley is with me as well. And